year. Hopefully he's got all that worked out. He's going to come down and chase that full tag leader cone here tonight.
Your mom's delivered by Burn. Your mom's delivered by Burn.
Scott Sloan, you'll be on deck.
Your mom on Oak Street. Your mom's
they haven't told me of Andy. Oh, here he comes.
It's great. Love it. Like, Lord, he's having a kid, man. I think it's right. Her and yeah. I tried to buy her golf cart 2 weeks ago. I can't sell it. How am I going to get around town? That's why we want to get lucky. Getting around town, go out to Hammy's grandfather's house on the farm. Yeah. Especially like all our family that lives up there on Fairview. Oh, George Lennon, and Heidi. Just try taking the fucking truck to the car. This place is fun. Yeah.
He will not be back for another attempt. So Scott Sloan, you're going to round out the class, and we're going to jump right into that Workstock. You first three drivers in the Workstock look like Austin Carrington, Nick Durst, and Dalton Stepp. Workstock drivers, like I say, stay with your trucks. Keep them moving right in the line. We got 25 of them. We need to move them through there. All right, sneaking into the track right now. It's none other than Scott Sloan, all the way from Waverly, Ohio. 78 GMC Dalton, just hooking. Wayne Building for coming on board, being a sponsor of tonight's show. Also, Walnut Creek Seeds, Line X, Ulta as the leader code in this class, and of course, Buckeye Toyota and Buckeye Honda.
Oh, it's funny. I was talking to your daughter earlier, and are they dating or married or what? Her boyfriend.
All right, so you got Scott backed in down there. They're going to drop the hook gun there. All right, green light comes on. Looks like track's clear. Green flag wave. Here we go. Scott Sloan. Last hook in this Workstock class here tonight at the 175th Fairfield County Fair. Just hooking. 78. Digging hard right there, but looks like he's going to fall into third spot. 312 and 5. 3, 1, 2, and 5 for Scott Sloan in that just hooking machine. He was right there, digging hard for second. Not going to work out for him. Pave off right there. Going to end up in third place. Wait, look where they run right now. Of course, that's the last hook in the class. So, Campy She's up here to she'll work on the rundown. She'll have it momentarily. You Workstock drivers, bring them on down in there, Workstock. Keep them right down there in the staging area. Austin Carrington, you'll be the first one to hook. Nick Durst, Dalton Stiff, first three to hook in that Workstock class. They'll do a little weight adjustment on the sled down there. Rinko will take just a few extra laps up and down that track right there, trying to get it worked in as good as he can. Then we'll turn them Workstocks loose.
I walked out there in that car, I want to cut them. Brand new ones, buddy. Look around me. Yeah.
You never seen those guys look shit up driving in?
All right, top five in that pro stock class. Fifth place is going to go to Seth Call. Fourth place, Jacob Parker. Third place, Scott Sloan. Second place, Gary Chambers. And the winner of the class, Joey Lang of the Riptide with a pool of 329 and 2. Good class of pro stocks right there. 25 work stocks coming your way. Be another good time to go get you a corn dog or a slice of pizza. Or you folks over here at the bleacher side by the announcer stand, jump back here to the caboose and get you a giant pork tenderloin. Take it from me, those things are delicious. Brings that stand up to Woodsfield to Martin there. Gotta have one at least 3 or 4 times a week. Being the concession manager up there trying to spread my business around, get a lot of good stands. You want to hit them all, but sometimes you can. But that's a good pork tenderloin. Even the fish sandwich is really good. To be honest with you. And if you've ever seen the show Carnival Eats, he was featured on that show one day. I turned it on, I'm like, hey, there's Mr. Drake. Made the giant pork tenderloin right there on TV. Don't forget, this coming weekend down to Monroe County Fairgrounds in Woodsfield. 2 days of motor sports entertainment for you down there. We'll be pulling garden tractors and antiques on Saturday morning, starting at 8 o'clock. And at 5 o'clock, the big show at 5 o'clock. And you drivers, I've been doing this for the last few weeks. Come on down. We're giving over $17,000 in prize money. So you drivers, come on out, support the Fall Brawl in Woodsfield Saturday afternoon. And of course, for you guys that like the Demolition Derby, we're going to have a cleanup derby on Sunday afternoon starting at 2 o'clock. So lots of motorsports entertainment for you at the Monroe County Fair this coming weekend. All right, it looks like we have our first work stock coming on the track right now. It should be Austin Carrington. What they do, shuffle before they give it to us? Oh, we don't do that one. All right, backing into the sled right now. Austin Carrington comes to us from Georgetown, Ohio, driving a Dodge. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of Dodges in this class right here. Kucherenko makes one final turn or two around the track. That's as good as I can get it right there. How about that? The guy going around with totes selling popcorn and caramel corn. You want some popcorn or caramel corn? Here he comes. He's got the tote. He'll hook you right up. How much is it? $4, $5, something like that? Get you the money out. He'll bring your popcorn and caramel corn right to you. You don't see that a lot anymore. They used to do that all the time. Pepsi, get your peanuts. You know, they used to do that all the time. You don't see that much anymore. But right, they do here at Fairfield. That's pretty cool. All right, hooked up. We got green lights. Here he comes, Austin Carrington out of Georgetown, Ohio. 6, 3:41 and 6. 25 up in the class. McCormick jumps up and says, what are we going to do? He's going to take that. All right, that's the line X leader code right there. At 3:41 and 6. Drivers might have to start navigating that turn right there if the track keeps coming around. They are right out there. First one of the class is 3:46 and 3:41 and 6. That's where we test the line leader code at tonight in this Workstock class. We're underway. Nick Sturz, you're going to be the next one to hook to that track boss sled. Nick comes to us from Coolville, Ohio.
Send something to the employees to get out to
Could not drive.
All right, green flag's waving down there. Here he comes, Nick Sturz out of Coolville, driving that 01 Dodge. My next leader comes in at 3:41 and change. I was good, they're going to have to start swinging shots across that track in order to navigate the turn, but here he comes. Easing it out of the hole, comes past the 100 foot. He's on his way now. He's going to come up short of that line X leader code. Comes up with everything else. Get out there, they've got cookies, brownies, cakes, sausage ribs, well, beverages, we'll say. They kind of spoiled us down there a little bit. I think Andy Smog does a lot of that cooking, doesn't he? He's a really good baker. I'll say that much right now. All right, green lights come on. Don't step out of Somerset. We're looking for you now.
70,000.
One thing for sure, once you get out of it, it ain't coming back. Dump's going to end up at 266 feet. 266 feet for Don't Step Out of Somerset. For those of you that don't know much about that track out there, underneath that pan, you might think it's flat, but it's not. It's got trouser bars on the bottom of it. They're about 2.5 inches long. You'll see whenever he pulls that sled back, it looks like it's a little bit wound up right underneath of it. That's the trouser bar. That's what he dropped the tractor to a stop. One for that, they went right on the slide down the track. Harold Cloud, we're going to be looking for you whenever that track boss they get down there. From Millersport, Ohio. 06 Dodge with a hose child sport truck. Now we got the hose. I don't know about this down there. Scary sometimes. You never know what's going to be cold. Tonight for Fairfield County. That's what it says on the sheet right here. See how that charger works for him tonight. Ben Conkey, you're in the hole. Then we're good. Shaw Stankovic and Cooper Brown. Driver's doing a good job bringing them right into the staging area. Keep them right down in there and stick with your truck. We've got a lot of them tonight. All right, hooked up, green flag. Harold Blouser out of Millersport, a home wrecker. Pulling for Fairfield County. Looking to take over that leader code out here at 341 and change. Going to get a run at it. 332.06. 332.06 is where he's going to end up at. Falling in the second spot as they run right now. 332.06 for Harold Blouser and the Nutcracker. There's even a lot of campers in here. I was pulled in here trying to find a place to park. Kept all four campers over there in the infield.
I don't want to work where I'm at.
Whoever sets them all in there does a nice job. They're all packed in there pretty tight. Everything's laid out pretty well in the fairground. Looks good. We got another truck coming on the track right now. It's none other than Ben Conkey from Rushville, Ohio. That's 6 Dodge. Another Dodge coming at you. Once again, that full tag leader down here at 341 and 6, I believe. Austin Carrington currently owns it. We're not even started. Holy cow, that guy sold all that popcorn in the terminal for him. He's a good salesman right there. Good job. I go load up and get him again, huh? Holy cow. Oh, he's got a couple left. He's looking to get rid of it, so. If McCormick wasn't busy, he'd probably buy one of his popcorns off of you, but he's busy right now. Maybe later. I guess we could buy some and throw it at him out there.
If it ain't got a computer on it, we can't tell you what's
All right, green's in the air. Pay attention, McCormick. Here he comes. Ben Conkey out of Rushville, Ohio.
I'm telling you, right
Another
now.
Dodge.
It says it on the website.
Falls in that hole right there at 271 and 8. 271 and 8 for Ben Conkey.
Up an hour later, called us, we told us the way we sent a truck that way to get it.
271 and 8.
And the big truck board has like.
Love the way that grandstand's decorated over here. The brick on the bottom with that white railing across there with little diamonds and stuff in it. That is one attractive looking grandstand over there.
Like everything.
Even the fence in front of it looks pretty nice.
Except the insurance.
I hope we just use chain link. Put chain link in there. Somebody's going to tear it out. You know that. We put brand new chain link up. First thing somebody knows, run right into it. Went on the fairgrounds the other day. I told Brad, I said, Duke, I said, what happened to the fence at the front gate? Oh, he said somebody had an accident. Run through the fence, hit the electric pole, tore out the electric. Needless to say, went up the other day, we had to fix that problem. Nelson Pettis pulled on the fairgrounds down here tonight. First time my phone rings, Andrew's going, hey, where you at? I said, I'm in Lancaster. He goes, you're not going to help me tonight, are you? I said, nope, you're out of luck. Call my boy. I said, well, I don't know what happened. But I'm not helping. All right, here we go. Josh Tankovitz, a name we recognize, comes to us from Valley Grove, West Virginia. That just seems like a long ways to West Virginia. That's going to cross that great big pond and everything to get here. How about that? What he won't do to old Fairfield. Pulling a 1994 Dodge. Wasted wages. We say it's only wasted if you're not into money. If he's into money, it's not wasted. It's well worth it.
8 or 9 there.
Again, thank you to Kucher Rinku Track Services doing an excellent job out there tonight. He's going to have him a long night. He's going to have a long evening on Saturday because he's going to be up there running one of our tracks up in Woodsfield. Run, run, run. Go, 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 go. You're almost there. Keep it running. Where's that fellow got all kind of energy? He's going to the pizza cottage, I bet. If you go to the pizza cottage, bring me a slice. Here he comes, John Tankovitz, and the wasted wages Dodge. McCormick flags him down right there at 3:15. And 6, 3, 1, 5, and 6 for Josh Tankovitz and the Wasted Wages Dodge out of Valley Grove, West Virginia. What's that going to drop him into about 3rd place right now with? Yep, 3rd place as they run right now. Who knows, an early hook in this class might be the way to go if that track keeps getting tore up the way it is. There seems to be falling in a hole right there. Nobody has moved all night long.
Nobody wants to get on the high side, hit that dip and get shot over. Happened all night last Monday. It happened all Monday night. Everyone that came on this side of the track, see, we're about to hit it right now. That's
all right, next one to come is going to be Cooper Brown. Cooper Brown, we're looking for you now. Thanks for getting instructions down the road down there. Cooper Brown comes to us from Gallion, Ohio, driving an 01 Dodge.
And they got that bug down there.
Well, there comes our starting line flagger. He must have given up. Oh, he's got to refuel. Time to refuel, he says. Hey, look at that nice hoodie he's got on there. Southeastern Ohio Pulling Series hoodie. It's getting chilly out there. You might want to stop down here and get you one. Or even get you one of them nice and great tumblers. $20 will get you a tumbler. How about that? Christmas is coming up. You know, somebody's got a birthday coming up, Christmas gift. We got to unload that stuff. This weekend, I got a slingshot ready down home. We sold t-shirts. We got 150 t-shirts to throw out. When I left home, I told the wife, I said, you need to fold them and figure out how we need to fold them to launch them. She just kind of laughed at me.
You the head guy up there?
I bet it won't get done. I'll have to do it myself. She's really nice. I just give her a hard time all the time, you know. All right, here we go. Cooper Brown out of Gallion, Ohio. He's just not a hardcore pool fan like the rest of us. He stayed home because it was really windy up there.
I mean, you were there when I left school, and I've been out of school 10
Tonight, Cooper Brown's going to come up shy at 253 and 4, 2, 5, 3, and 4 for Cooper Brown from Gallion, Ohio.
Why is so many people over there?
Just never forget that truck to cut the full song. You got to have 3 speed if you want to get to that Line X leader tone. Forget what class we're on. Line X has the leader tone in his class tonight. Big class of Workstock. Who do we got coming on now? Landon May? Landon May from right here in Lancaster, Ohio. We got another hometown fella going to come out and show off for you all here at the 175th Fairfield County Fair.
You see Lisa got a DUI.
Josh Rose, you're on deck. Tyler Brown, you're in the hole. Then we're going to go to Ned Phillips, Stephanie Fox, and Alex Reed.
Said that the team shots got me. I don't want my son.
All right, we need just another truck on the track. We're looking for Landon May. Landon May.
Sorry. Okay.
Must be him coming on there now. From right here in Lancaster, he's trying to make him a big entrance. That's what he's trying to do. How about that? We got us a 06 Chevrolet. Is that what it says on there?
Where's that guy at? What? I think it's like can't talk. Exactly what mine.
It's fucking green.
A Dodge, we know that. It's not a Dodge. We have a different brand coming on. Pulling tonight for Fairfield Truck and Auto right here, hometown Lancaster, Ohio. Here he comes, having a shot at that line X leader code.
I'm about this close, baby.
He's got a tall task ahead of him. He's going to show all them dodges. That is all about right here. Yeah, maybe not. 228 and 8. 228 and 8. For Landon Bear, he pulled the night for Fairfield Truck and Auto.
Well, I suppose I get
All right, he said that was fun right there. Paid my $25. It was well worth it. Got a little advertisement out there for Fairfield Truck and Auto.
You can't lift more than 12 pounds. I said, how you gonna push it on? That's 35-pound spring. Dude, he could breathe on right now. It's fucking on the floor. Alright, I'll see you guys.
Hey, look you out what we got coming on now. Josh Rose. He's been out there poking and prodding at that track ever since he got here today. He's probably walked about 3 miles up and down there trying to figure out where in the world he's going to hook at. He's going to keep it right over there in the corner like everybody else. Here he comes, Josh Rose out of Thornville, Ohio, making a grand entrance going into that 07 Chevrolet. Here he comes for tonight for Rittenhouse Tuning and Sims Diesel Technology. Josh Rose out of Thornville. See if he learned anything from all that poking and prodding he does. Josh likes to take his good old time. He does not get in a hurry, that's for sure. Once again, you drivers, if you get in the top 5 tonight, they will pay you here on the spot. They're not going to mail them out this year like they normally do. They said, we'll go ahead and pay you here tonight and get it all taken care of. That's what a lot of these pullers like to do. If you'll notice, a lot of them pull on the ground, unload, scale cross, pull, and hopefully drive it right back on the trailer. They like to get right back on the road because a lot of them come from a far distance off. Like myself, it took me about 2.5 hours to get here. Worth every minute. I will tell you that. Some great looking fairgrounds, a great crowd here tonight. Green's in the air. Here he comes, Josh Roots out of Thornville, Ohio. Looking to move that Line X leader code. This once again sits at 341 and 6. Austin Carrington, you have that right now, but here comes Josh Rhodes. He is studying that track all night. We'll see if he found anything different. He was trying everything he could. Going to come up shy tonight though at 3:35 and 4. 3:35 and 4 for Josh Rose out of Thornville. Good looking hook right there. Going to fall right into second place as they run right now the way it looks. Austin was getting a little bit worried back here when Josh was coming down through there. He was picking him up, putting him down, but going to come up shy. 3:35 and 4. Second place as they run right now. Look at there. Can't even get himself out of his own hole. All that power, and they have trouble getting up out of their own hole. How about that? All right, who do we got coming on next? Whenever that track boss sled gets down there, we're going to be looking for Tyler Brown, Ned Phillips, and Stephanie Fox will be the next three to hook in the Workstock class.
Ron, what are you doing?
Jackson back down on the track. Tyler Brown, we're looking for you now from Galleon High, another Galleon High day, the 2003 Dodge. Right back into them Dodge machines. Once again, we want to thank Buckeye Honda and Buckeye Toyota for coming on board tonight, being a sponsor of tonight's event here at the Fairfield County Fair. Also, Folks Ag, Walnut Creek Seeds, Wayne Building, and of course, Future Ringo Track Services. Tell you what, you folks are all walking around with a lot of food. Man, everything looks good. The pizza cottage over there, cotton candy, covered fruit, and desserts. I wonder what all they got at the covered fruit and dessert stand. I don't know. Sounds really good, I will say that. Corn dogs, chicken tenders, sausages. There's a sausage stand around here somewhere. I think it might be that one over there. Somebody told me that you want sausage. That's looks like the roof. So back here right behind the bleachers, you guys don't have very far to walk. You're right back here to the little caboose. Get you a giant pork tenderloin. Man, look at the line down there. Holy cow. Them guys are working double time. And look there, they got hot chocolate too. I've seen them pick up the hot chocolate box. Here he comes, Tyler Brown and a Galleon High with another Dodge. Oh man, he had a head of steam going on, and all of a sudden it said, whoop, that's far enough. 278 and 4. 278 and 4 for Tyler Brown. All right, he's out of the truck, fans. Pay him off right there. He's going to look under the hood and say, what went wrong under there? 278 and 4. Is always going to get out of that Dodge tonight here at the Fairfield County Fair. They're looking right there. Maybe it's perhaps the kill switch spool. Tow tractor to the track, please. Tow tractor to the track, please.
Bella Mitchell. Isabella Mitchell.
There he comes. There comes the tow tractor. You're the next one to back into that track boss sled. Comes to us from Amanda, Ohio. Driving that 09 Ford. You Ford fans, we finally got us a Ford out there. We've had a boatload of Dodges, a couple Chevys or GMCs, and now we have a Ford to cheer for. pulling tonight for the Twisted Willow Print Company and Twisted Holland Company. They're tearing our line up on the far side. Sam goes, I'll fix that right up. We're going to run a new line down the far side over there. Everybody is pulling hard to that side over there. We'll see if that continues to work tonight. They're going to keep pushing it and pushing it as hard as they can.
Sorry, Bella, we can't get one. A person?
How about that? He painted that line over there just like something they paint right alongside the road. He is good at that thing. That one's a lot better than ours though. Ours has them wheels on. That there's got good tires on it and everything. Ours you pretty much got to lift hold halfway off the ground to make it work. Here he comes, Ted Phillips from Amanda, Ohio. You sport fans, let him hear it. Oh. Hang on. That don't. I heard that, you Dodge fans. Don't laugh. He's going to back up, give it another shot. He's in sled just a little heavier than I thought it was.
Okay, like you tell me to don't take my tags off of us. They can be worse. They're the fifth. Yeah, I'll show you pictures. Those little monsters and things? Yeah. And the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Those are poppers? They're real.
All right, they got him back in there for a second attempt. Green flags in the air. Here he comes. That Phillips' second attempt. First attempt, he won 60.2. All right, he's going to give it up right there at 66 and 9. 66 and 9. You Chevy fans and Dodge fans, don't laugh. It's okay. He's doing the best he can. 66 and 9 is what we're going to give him. I see the problem. He's supposed to have 4 wheels on the back. See there? He's not used to just have 4. He's used to have 6. Whole different ball game when you take 2 more off. Having all kind of trouble at this point. All right, he's got her going now. Next one to hook, we should have Stephanie Fox. You're going to be the next one to hook with a track boss sled. Didn't have a very long trip to make it back. He is back in there and ready. Here comes Stephanie Fox, another Lancaster, Ohio native right here at the hometown fair. 99 Dodge Goals with our girl 2. In memory of Alex West, she's pulling tonight. Memory of Alex West. Our girl 2 backing into the sled from right here in Lancaster, Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. And Wisher's coming out. I think it's making sense.
Yeah.
There's not very many in that one.
It's changed.
Yeah. Austin did a good
Go
job.
recruit some more, that's all I can tell you.
Yeah. I told him that
You have a truck?
It's going to be a tough hook to beat.
Much
No.
moisture's in it.
He does, he just doesn't want to admit it
I
at
think
this
it's
point,
coming
right?
back up, and I think
Because
it's
I am
making
not
it
hooking it up.
Yeah.
We thank you for your help,
Because, I
buddy.
mean,
Be careful going down
It
this
just
step, though.
freaking,
Right.
it is a tire.
Right, I seen that.
Yeah,
They did the RPM.
Oh, yeah. I think I ran him out now.
I didn't even.
I went 29.9. I don't know what he was 29 something.
29.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that too.
Yeah, but I don't think he went 29 something.
Right.
I don't think he went.
No, he didn't outlaw.
I didn't. He looked.
And here she comes, Stephanie Fox from right here, Lancaster, Ohio, pulling in memory of Alex West, our girl, you. Hook right there. Stephanie's going to end up at 289. Usually got Mr. Sappho out on the big end, but he's not here tonight. McCormick stepped in, filling Dave's big shoes. It is good, huh? Pizza garden. Oh my goodness. Hey, we'll always take a slice of pizza garden pizza. And that does look good right there. All right, before I grab that though, we got Alex Reed coming on the track right now. Another Atlanta, Ohio native. Another 2001 Dodge Ram. The Windex leader cone still sits out there at 341 and 6. Austin Carrington, you will have that. You were the first over the class. Trying to eat that pizza garden pizza, man, it is tasty. Lots of pepperoni on there, and it's the pop-up kind, you know what I mean? Curl, man, that is good. All right, here he comes, Alex Reed out of Amanda, Ohio. Up at 317 and 317 and 3 for Alex Reed. McCormick went around there. I think he was checking the one line to see if it was still intact. They are riding it hard over there. 317 and 3. That's going to go up there, shake the order up a little bit. 317 and 3. Next one to hook, we're going to get Gavin Nicely. You're going to be the next one to hook, followed by Hunter Lanier and Brent Hammer going to be the next three to hook in the class. What do we have up there now? Looks like we have royalty. All right, you got to tell us your name and what you are.
Hi everybody, my name is Charlotte Hinks and I'm your 2025 Supreme representative. I hope you all come out to the sale tomorrow morning, or Friday morning, I'm sorry, at 10 a.m. to come watch the goods sell. Thank you.
All right, thanks. You never know, you come up here, you're a part of the show. You're driving a semi tonight, right? All right. Royalty driving semi. What you don't see at the Fairfield Fair. You just never know what's going to happen next. All right, attention you drivers down there in the staging area. We need you drivers to get to your trucks. You drivers in the staging area, get to your trucks. They say we got a traffic jam down there that we need to clear up. You drivers get to your trucks so we can keep them coming. We thank you for your cooperation. We know it gets a little bit tight down there, but just stay with your vehicles. That way we can move you around if necessary. All right, who do we got now? Gavin Nicely. We've got royalty, we've got pizza, we've got lemonade. I get all confused up there. We get too many things going on. But right now, Gavin Nicely from Simi, Ohio, driving that 2000 Dodge. It is what it is. Over the night for Top End Diesel. Gavin Nicey out of Xenia, Ohio. It is what it is, and what it is 3:30 and 2. They're all starting to fall in that hole. You say that come from the D&E Lemonade stand. Go see Mary. All right. And that's blue raspberry lemonade. That is tasty right there. Ooh, boy. Oh, man. All right, once again, Gavin ended up at 3:30 and 2. Hunter Lanier, you're going to be the next one to hook. We got another one out of Lancaster, Ohio. A lot of them come from Lancaster tonight. I can't figure out why. Here he comes, 95 Dodge Ram. Semi-drivers, you need to come over to the registration and get registered. Semi-drivers, you need to come over and get registered, please. If you're on the ground, please get registered. Backing into the sled right now, Lancaster native Hunter Lanier. Green flags are out. Here he comes, Hunter Lanier. Thank you, Mrs. Smithberger. We appreciate that greatly. Saturday. Yep. You driving or Tim driving? Probably you? All right. We'll look forward to it. He's getting good at that, though. All right. Thank you. All right, here he comes. Hunter's building the boots on that truck, getting ready to turn it loose. Once again, you semi-drivers, get to the registration table, get registered, please. Hunter's got it coming down the track, but he's not got much ground speed. He's going up at 2:23 and 6, 2:23 and 6 for Hunter.
I don't understand.
It's hard to be an unhooker in this class right here. You got some of them out there at 340, you got other ones that are barely making 300. Do a lot of walking in a big class like this. Braden Hammer, we're going to be looking for you next. Brian Sheets, you're on deck. Larry Teal, you're in the hole.
Everybody do it. Everybody do it.
Once again, that Line X leader code sits out here at 341 and 6. We want to thank both dads, Buckeye Toyota and Buckeye Honda, as well as Walnut Creek Steeds and Wayne Building for being sponsors of our truck and tractor pull here tonight at the Fairfield County Fair. I know we talk about the sponsors a lot, but you folks, you're out and about, stop in those businesses. Let them know you appreciate them coming on board, because it takes a lot of people, a lot of money and sponsors to put stuff on. We really appreciate them. Let them know, go out there and support those businesses, and let them know that you heard them announce at the Fairfield County Fair. All right, greens back in the air. Braden Hammer from Junction City, Ohio, and hammer time. Dug that thing out of the hole. Thought he was going to come right out of it before the 100-foot mark. Decided to jump right back into it. He's going to end up at 285 and 1. 285 and 1 for Braden Hammer in the hammer time Ford machine out of Junction City, Ohio. Now, I tell you what, there must not be anybody left in the town of Lancaster tonight, because they're all full of trucks. Here we go, we got another one. Brian Sheets, another Lancaster, Ohio native. He's driving a 99 Dodge, calls it the Ginger Mistress, pulling an eye for BS Diesel Specialty. They've all come out, they're wanting to pull in the Workstock class tonight. We are getting run down there. We're getting down to about a handful or so left. You drivers in that 2-6 class, make sure you make your way into the staging area down there. Right now, we got Brian Sheets backing into the track boss sled. Larry Teal, you're on deck. Dustin Watson, you're in the hole. Up there toward the leader cone. He's going to end up short though. 320 and 9. 320 and 9. He'll jump up in there and shake up the leaderboard a little bit, that's for sure. 320 and 9 for Brian Sheets and the Ginger Mistress, he calls it. Tell you what, they all get a good head of steam coming up through there. When that track boss sled drops the pan, it's all over. You've got to be at a full head of steam. Keep that thing moving. 320 and 9 for Brian Sheets. All right, folks, look out here on the track now. We've got us a good-looking machine coming on. Larry Teal comes to us from Brown, Ohio.
Trying to figure out what I
03 Ford F-250 Contenders J&D. Pulling night for Fathead Performance, Brown Company. Wire Wholesale and D&D Farms. Agrigold. I think it says Agrigold. Fathead Performance, Brown Companies, Agrigold, McGuire Wholesale, and D&D Farms. Good looking truck right here coming at you right now. We'll see if he can move that line next leader cone. Green flags wave. Okay, McCormick, he's coming your way. I hear him now. He's thrilled the boots in that truck. Good looking machine right there. T&T Farms on the side of it. 309. And 9, 309 and 9. Just could not get the speed out of it. Top speed was 27 and 3. That's not going to send it out the gate tonight here at the Fairfield County Fair. Once again, he ends up at 309 and 9 for Larry Deal. And that digging deep. Gorgeous looking paint job on that truck right there. Next one to come to the line, we're going to be looking for Dustin Watson. You're going to be the next one to hook up to that track boss sled when he gets down there. Josh is doing an excellent job of driving that thing tonight. A lot of you think, oh, he just sits in there, he goes forward, he gets backwards. There's a lot goes on in that sled. He has to be constantly aware of a lot of switches, always aware of what's going in there in case he has to pull the brake or something like that. Also, he's going to be aware of the track conditions also whenever he's setting that. A lot of times they got what they call a black book for different locations, sled settings, classes and everything. But that gets you close, but it doesn't get you exactly what you need. They want to set that sled for about 300, 320, especially in a Workstock class like that when you got a big variable of trucks. He's done an excellent job so far tonight. Dustin Watson hooking up right now on a Cumberland, Ohio 06 Dodge. McCormick's ready on the big end. Here he comes, Dustin Watson out of Cumberland. Looking to move that line next leader cone. Seems like it might have been the best option for the first hook of the class. Track seems like it's getting tore up a little bit, getting a lot of big holes out there. Here he comes, Dustin Watson out of Cumberland, Ohio. Right there, McCormick throws that red flag like he means business. Comes to a stop at 306 and 3. 306 and 3 for Dustin Watson out of Cumberland, Ohio. Dustin ends up at 3:06 and 3. Let's go with Cameron Baker out of Rushville. We do know it's from Rushville, 99 Dodge. We think it's Cameron. We're not 100% sure. Looking up the sled right now. Then we're going to go Marcus Belt, Austin Norton, and Bill Hawkers. And we'll round out the class with Joey Sattler. So we still have about a handful of trucks left. A few of them definitely have a shot at moving that line next leader code. You're not out of the woods yet. Kucherenko hits high gear and goes off the track. Definitely had his work cut out for him tonight. Tell you what, he's doing an excellent job. So here we go out of Rushville, Ohio. He lost a great split down there. It's got the track box sled movement. Not tonight, going to come to a stop at 2:20 and 6. 2:20 and 6. Did I hear them right a little bit ago when they said they had like 20 semis? Holy cow, that's the most semis we've seen all year. But hang around, we got a lot of semis to pull at the end of the show, I guess. You drivers in that 260 class, make sure you get across the scales. We're down to just about a handful of them left. Yeah, pizza cup. Actually, the Smith burger brought there. Chris brought some, what did you say, was blue raspberry lemonade. That's pretty good from the lemonade stand over there. What'd you say? Go see Mary? Mary hooked you up with good lemonade, Josh. Josh just laughed at me. Actually, that's what's in there. I'm serious. We're not in Morgan County. That's what's in there.
I got a second.
You know, I'll tell you what. Years ago, one of our Fairfield members said, you know what, we just need to sell just lemonade cups. Everybody's walking around with lemonade cups. You know that's not what's in there. At least in Monroe County, that's what happens. I'm sure it does not happen here in Fairfield, though. All right, we got another truck trying to back in down there. It should be Marcus Belts from Bethel, Ohio. I'm betting that's not the Bethel that I know. We got a Bethel down there, but I don't think it came from there. Another Dodge. After Marcus, we got 3 more to go in the class. 3 more hooks. Austin Norton, Bill Honors, and Joey Sattler. They always say we're going to save the best for last. That means Joey's going to go out there, right? All right, here we go. Marcus Belt from Bethel, Ohio. Let's see what that Dodge will do. Something wasn't right. It come out of the hole with a head of steam, and something seemed like it just wasn't hooking up. He's going to end up at 274 even. 274 feet even for Marcus Belt out of Bethel, Ohio. right, they keep looking underneath that truck. Not sure what they're seeing. Yep, there goes Pete. Sam's lucky day. He's finding parts on the track. How about that?
Okay.
All right, future English says get him out of the road because here I come. We turn the page once again. We're down to 3 hooks in the class. We've kept them moving along really good so far tonight. We had a little bit of a traffic jam down there, but we got that taken care of. Right now, coming on the track, we have Austin North. Austin comes to us from Zanesville, Ohio. 2010 Dodge, he calls it, it's only money. That's all it is. It's only money. Here he comes, Austin North out of Zanesville. Full tonight for Liberty Services, Black Run Transmission, and Twin Peaks Towing. Good looking Dodge machine coming at you right now. Nice, shiny thing coming on there. Liberty Services, one of the sponsors for the Southeastern Ohio Pulling Series this year. Also want to thank Levitate Trucking, Shelley Materials, Sugar Building, Baker & Sons Equipment. Lots of sponsors to put something on, that's for sure. A lot of people too. But here comes Austin Norton out of Zanesville. While he gets up, like I say, we're going to crown the Southeastern Ohio Pulling Series champions Saturday evening. Woodsfield High, Monroe County Fairgrounds. Come on down and see us. $10 admission. We're going to pull 13 classes. That's less than $1 a class. You can come see. Can't beat that. Where else can you get that kind of quality entertainment for that price? And if you want to camp, I'll show you a camping spot for a $75 bill for 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 75 days, $75 will get you 4 days of camping. Well, I'm generous, man. I went out on a limb and did that all my own. Nobody else told me to do that. Yes, cattle show also. I'm Family Cattleman's having a cattle show. You gonna bring some cattle up? Oh yeah, you're a judge. How about that? Man, you're just a jack of all trades, aren't you? The Josh of all trades. All right, not sure what the holdup is down there. We've got green lights, green flags. Everything's ready except for Austin.
Okay, there's a lot of posts in here. Hello.
Yep.
So you line up with some of Amy's cousins. They're all somehow related.
All right, here he comes. Austin's ready to go. Builds the boots in the truck, turns it loose. Here he comes. Looking to move that line in. Leader down to 341 and change. How about that right there? 30.5 mile an hour. He's doing it up at 345.03. Right there's your new leader. Move the line in. Leader coming ahead. Let's give him a big old Austin Norton out of Zanesville. Man, we've been waiting for the last 22 trucks for somebody to do that. That's what he was waiting down there in the line for, just getting ready to just take over the lead. Austin Norton, new leader at 345.03. I told you you needed speed to take that thing out the door. He topped out at 30.5 miles per hour. Good hook right there for Austin Norton. Takes over the lead, but we're not done yet. We've still got 2 more trucks behind him in the class. Bill Honners, you're going to be the next one to have a shot at it out of Millersport. Joey Sappel, you're going to round out the class. You drivers in the 2-6 class, 2-6 drivers, stay with your trucks. Keep them coming right into the staging area, please. I see some of you trying to bundle up out there, stop down there, get you a SEOPS hoodie. It'll come in handy tonight. You can also get one of them tumblers. Got the logo engraved on it. Get one of them tumblers. You might be able to get back here to the pork tenderloin stand back here at Drake's and get you some hot chocolate to put in there. That'll keep you warm. You done your Christmas shopping yet, John? No, you go down there and get some sweatshirts, tumblers, excellent Christmas gifts. Yeah, you can do your Christmas shopping. You'll be done. But no, it's too late. You got to get them now before they're sold out.
I've been so busy, like, with that dog. Used to be at the
All right, back in there now. Bill Honners out of Millersport. That's a 2004 Chevrolet. Trying to mix it up here at the end of the class. You got a tall task ahead of you, though, because Austin Norton now sits out there with the Line-X leader code at 3:45 and change. Jumps right into it. Let's see if he can build enough speed to make it down through there. Not quite enough muster tonight. He's going to come up well short of the leader code. 2:65 and 7. 2:65 and 7 for Bill Honners out of Millersport, Ohio. How about that? We turn the page, and there's the one we're looking for. The last one of the class, Joey Sappel. We're going to be looking for you now.
You're good. I'm going to videotape.
This is the last one.
Huh?
Tell you what, we're moving right along. I'm not sure how much time we hit between hooks, but we've got a good average going. Just finished up the 4th class. That means we're about halfway through. 2-6 drivers. We're going to be looking for you drivers next. First 3 to hook in that 2-6 class. It's going to be J.D. Kyle, and Kevin Daly. I know.
I told you we get out of
Yeah, you know how it is.
4:30, that's gearing.
Yeah, well,
And the
Most people are known for their last name, you know.
tonight when they get over
You
there,
think you know nobody's first. I don't know.
Well, because he could get up and run.
We'll find out together.
We'll be there next week.
Yep. We'll see what happens. Shurinko Track Service doing an excellent job out there. He's got that thing fired up.
Yeah, I just find it.
Here comes Mrs. Kyle.
I can't, I mean, Joey can't get him.
oh, I know.
All right, back in there now. Here he comes, Joey Sappel out of Fairfield County, Ohio. Here he comes, fans. Last one in the Workstock class tonight. The Line-X leader can sit down at 3:45 and change. Austin Norton, you currently own it, but here comes Joey Sappel. He was digging hard. Oh my goodness. 340 and 4. 340 and 4. That's going to jump up, shake the leaderboard up pretty good right there. 340 and 4 for Joey Sappel. Might drop him into third place right now. We'll find out for sure. Sammy, he's been up here crunching numbers the whole time, trying to keep ahead of this big class.
I knew I was coming here again.
That'll do it right there for the Workstock Diesel 25 up in the class. All right, folks, now, we're just going to get into the 2-6 class. So hurry up, go get yourself a seat. I would recommend the Pizza Cottage and go get one of them blue raspberry lemonades or whatever. That's really good stuff.
Jenna, I told you.
Workstock down here and get you a hoodie because it's chilly. I can feel the wind out there whipping across there.
I know,
Might have to roll the
but
window.
that still sucks.
I know,
You know what I mean?
I do.
But we're doing good so
I'm scared
far.
all week.
Corbin, he comes over and gets him a
And this is what happens.
drink right there.
And it's
He's
all
got the, what he calls
tracked
the water jug.
When you get beat like
Not
that.
sure about that. The more he drinks the water, the more he dances.
25 in the class or 26?
Yeah, and there were 15.
They're going to do a little weight changing down there.
I told you the
And
track.
we're going to
15 trucks
do the
that should've stayed
2-6
at home.
class. Like I say, first three to hook in the class are going to be
Now
J.D.
Joey
Cloud, Kyle Garner, Kevin Daly. Then we're going to go Zach Weber and
got your
Tim
seat.
Richardson.
Yeah.
I just
That
was
makes sense.
Drivers in the open diesel, open gas truck class, make your way into the staging area, please.
Got the track would be.
Track control. I don't know.
Yeah, because Joey hasn't beat you all year, has he?
No. Double count.
One time at when you booked again. Belmont.
Crack Belmont. I will say, Crack got fucking hammered yesterday. We got 2 inches of rain here. We tried to do best we could this morning. I mean, it's coming around.
That cheeseburger,
Josh.
I think, well, Bubba.
hey, you, look the cheeseburger right here. Where'd you get that? I was hungry. Hey, you, where'd you get that cheeseburger? Right back here at the caboose? Oh, man. Yes, good. You see him eating that cheese whiz. Like 3 bites and it was
Talk
half
about being
gone.
nervous. They're going to be fucking real nervous for next
Got a
week.
tomato on there? Yeah.
I think in the next year or two, we're going to strip top 8-10 inches.
Oh, yeah, everything's good at Drake's
Those
stand.
are in all.
Got the red caboose and everything's
This
good.
track hasn't been touched on a 15 years.
All right, once again, we want to thank our sponsors tonight's show, Buckeye Honda, as well as the Buckeye Toyota, Bolts Ag, Line X, Walnut Creek Seats, and Wayne's Building. Of course, Cucharico Track Services,
Powers to be.
working that track all night long. He has had his work cut out for him out there. But he keeps filling it and packing it down. All right, top 5 in that Workstock class. 5th place is going to go to Harold Blauser. 4th place, Josh Rose. 3rd place, Joey Sappel. 2nd place, Austin Carrington. And the winner of the class, Austin Norton, with a pool of 345 and change. Good class of Workstocks right there. Several of them from right here, hometown Lancaster. But we're going to jump right into the 2-6 diesels right now. J.D. Cloud will be looking for you as soon as they get the sled set down there. See if they've done some weight changing or gear changes yet. We'll be ready to go back to Bullis. So hurry up, get you something good to eat. They got pork tenderloins back here behind the announcer stand. That guy had a big cheeseburger that he said was the best thing he'd ever ate. Go back there, get you something good to eat. Maybe some hot chocolate or hot coffee somewhere. Lemonade is really good, but y'all out there in the elements, you might need something a little bit warmer. Look right here, we're ready to go back to full action. I hope you got food fast. We are going right back into action. Here we go. J.D. Klaus is the first one to hook out of New Plymouth, Ohio. 01 Dodge, he calls it the road to redemption. Pulling tonight for Attitude Diesel. He will set the leader cone in the class. This leader cone will be brought to you by Walnut Creek seed. All right, first cook of the class. Here we go. Greens in the air. J.D. Klaus and the Road to Redemption. This right here is a closely contested class of the SEOPS series. Back and forth they go. Here he comes. 2-6 class. Road to Redemption. Right there for the first cook of the class. 3:39 and 2. 3:39 and 2. We've got 5 up in the class. He's going to take that hook right there. 3:39 and 2. Set the Walnut Creek seed leader dude right there. What the heck? Let's give him a 3:39 and 2. What a way to start the 2-6 class. Like I say, all these classes right here, we will crown the champion Saturday night. We were going to give them the big check right down on the track at the Monroe County Fairgrounds at the Fall Brawl. Last hook of the year for track boss says getting sweat down there. What do we got coming on the track right now? Kyle Garner. Wonder if he got a haircut before he comes to the pool tonight. You always got to look good. Always got to get a good haircut. Here he comes, first time down the track for this truck right here. Maiden voyage tonight. He's been telling us all year that he's been building the truck. He's been working on this, working on that. We haven't believed a word of it. We're like, you're just full of it. But look what he brings to the track tonight. He has been working on something all summer long. Here he comes, Kyle Garner. Pulling the night for Rittenhouse Performance, Apex Diesel, and Priceless Fab. It's got to be a little bit nerve-wracking first time down the track. A lot to know with. A lot unknown. This is a rush. You guys let me pull that bad decision truck last year at Fall Brawl. That was the coolest thing I think I've ever done right there. Just hit the button to turn it on and just the power is like, holy cow, that's not my Sierra. It is cool to really quick down the track. You think the track's coming to an end real quick and that sled drops, just rips your hind end right out from underneath you. It's like, holy cow, what happened? Sapple kept laughing at me when I got to the end of the track. I thought, I just can't get it out of gear. I don't know what to do. He's like, talk to me, man, talk to me. All right, here he comes, Kyle Garner, maiden voyage. Don't even think he's got a name for the truck yet. Here he comes. Let's see what that truck will do. First time down the track here at the Fairfield County Fair. He's going to end up at 3:30 and 1, 3:30 and 1. He was shooting for that leader code. Maiden voyage on that truck right there. High fives all around. All right. Pave off right there, Fairfield County. First hook on that truck. Maybe over the winter he'll get us to paint. Of course, the last one he had, it went forever before he got it all color matched. Like Charlie McIntyre always told me about a bullet truck. He goes, paint don't make it run. That's for sure. All right, pulls himself in the second spot right now. But hey, look at what we got coming on now. Kevin Daly, you're going to be the next one to hook up. Hometown fella here once again. Kevin Daly from right here in Lancaster, Ohio. 06 Dodge pulled tonight for Titan Industrial Plastics. And far from stock. Zach Weber, you're on deck. Tim Richardson, you're in the hole. You drivers in that open diesel and open gas class, get into the staging area, stay with your truck, please. Also, 12.5 hot farm tractors. You hot farm tractors, make your way across the scales into the staging area also. Them drivers are really tearing up that far side of the track. Andy's having a heck of a time keeping that thing rolled in over there, but he keeps doing an excellent job.
Everything I didn't need to happen happened.
Any of you fans out there that might be Fairfield members or whatever, you see him out there working that track, keep him in mind for next year. Churinko Track Services. Kevin Daly hooked up right now in Lancaster, Ohio. Far from stop, pulling her tight. Industrial All right, he rolls that truck to a stop right there at 244 and 2. 244 and 2 for Kevin Daly. Another truck they got the hood up on out there. That seems to be a common theme tonight.
That noise is not a good
We started out, I thought we was going to break a lot of drive shafts, but knocking on wood, we haven't had a lot break, but we've had a lot of hoods up. All right, pave off right there, Lancaster. Out of the truck right now, Kevin Daly. Track box lid gets back there. We're going to be looking for Zach Weber. Tim Richardson, you'll round out the class. How about that? Swing from the stack, gets the truck refired. Not the distance he wanted when he pulled out of the garage tonight, but he's going to end up at 244 and 2 for Kevin Daly right there. Back into the sled right now. We got Zach Weber. Comes to us from Langsville, Ohio. Right there, but they're going to pull him into second place. 330 and 3, 330 and 3. That pulls him into second spot by 0.2 of a foot right there. 330 and 3 for Zach Weber out of Langsville, Ohio. Once again, you drivers in that open diesel, open gas class, open diesel, open gas, get into the staging area. We need you down against the sled down there. Also, you drivers in that hot farm tractors, we need you down into the staging area also. All you semi drivers, get thinking about it. Get a plan for getting around there. I know it's going to be harder to get all the semis in there, but work together and we can make it happen. All right, last hook of the class. Here we go, coming on right now. Tim Richardson. Once again, the guys from Richardson Diesel Performance on a weight box of that truck. Tim comes to us from Bidwell, Ohio. 91 Dodge calls it the Outcast. Pulling tonight for Richardson Diesel. Drivers all getting loaded up, heading for home. But we're not done yet. Tim's backing into the sled down there. Kucherenko, he keeps working the track. Kucherenko Track Services. Once again, the Walnut Creek Seed has the leader count in this class. It sits out there at 3:39 and 2. That Road to Redemption truck driven by J.D. Klaus. You currently own it. Got a capable truck coming on right here that has the ability to take it out there. We'll see if he will or not. McCormick says, I'm ready on the big end. Green flags fly. Here he comes, Tim Richardson out of Bidwell, Ohio.
That's how much better. He should have left that. If he
couldn't get the ground speed up high enough, stayed under 30 miles per hour. 3:07 and 1. 3:07 and 1 for Tim Richardson. That'll put him in the bunny hole anyway. He'll shake the order up a little bit. Once again, you drivers, if you got a check coming for you tonight, stop down at the registration table. They will get you paid tonight. No need to wait for the mail. They will pay you tonight. Drivers in that open class, open drivers, Jeremy Harlow, Scott Howard, and Mike Peabody. You're the first three to hook in the class. Let's get them into the staging area, pull them around to the sled. Also, 12.5 hot farm tractors. Make your way across the scales. All right, top five in that 2-6 class. Fifth place is going to go to Kevin Daly. Fourth place, Tim Richardson. Third place, Kyle Garner. Second place, Zach Weber. And the winner of the class, J.D. Klaus in the Road to Redemption with a pool of 3:39 and 2. All right, we'll take a couple minutes right here. Let Andy work that track. They're going to adjust the sled a little bit, and we're going to jump right in to that open class. We've got 4 of you in the class. Jeremy Harlow, you'll be the first one to hook, followed by Scott Howard, Mike Peabody, and Andrew Ledford. You'll round out the class. Wayne Building, you will have the leader count in this class. We want to thank once again Kucherenko Track Services, Wayne's Building, Walnut Creek Seeds, Line X, Buckeye Toyota, Volkswagen, and Buckeye Honda. for being sponsors of the 175th Fairfield County Fair Truck and Tractor Pull here tonight.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, there might not be a lot of them, but you've got some real quality trucks in this open class. You folks are in for a treat here. Look back here behind us. Hey, the red cabooses, they don't have a line. You might want to jump back here, get you something good to eat. We're not done pulling yet. We've still got 3 big classes for you. We've got the open class, the 12-5 hot farm tractors, and the semi class. So, lots of good pulling action coming your way here tonight. It's only like 9:30, so we're doing really good.
Oh my God.
Getting them up and down the track here tonight. Yes, it's getting a little bit chilly. You might want to think about getting you a hoodie. Nice looking Southeastern Ohio Pulling Series hoodie or one of them tumblers. $20 bill will get you one of those tumblers. Thinking about going down and getting me one of them tumblers. That might be a good idea. Might be able to put some hot drink in that for the ride home. It'll be a long drive home tonight. Be a short night's sleep though. Gotta get back up. Got a haul from mail tomorrow. One more day of hauling the mail though this week, then I get 4 days off. Oh man, is that gonna be nice. I told him when I left today though, I said, I'm not sure I'm gonna come tomorrow. Depends what time I get home tonight. So we'll find out. They won't be very happy if I don't show up. Looks like we're ready to go back to pulling action. The guy hooking is standing down there going, I need a truck. All right, who's going to be the first one to come on? Jeremy Harlow from Jackson, Ohio. 1983 Chevy El Camino. Because it's a El Camino. Let's bring it on. Pulled out last week at Caddis there, had some difficult times, jumped out of gear and whatnot on him. See if he did some wrenching on it this week, getting that thing back into gear to go tonight. Here he comes in the El Camino, Jeremy Harlow out of Jackson, Ohio. not something you see every day, but you see it right here at the Fairfield County Fair. Here he comes, Jeremy Harlow, back in that El Camino, back into the track boss sled. McCormick, you ready for this? Bring it on, he says. I got you. Sappho would be proud of you with the job you've done tonight, man. Thank you very much for being here and filling his shoes. He missed out on one whale of a pull so far, I will tell you that much. He should be here. We've done several pulls. I've done probably 25 or 30 pulls this year. Tell you what, the last 3 that I've done have been the best one. The one at Outback was great. Janice was excellent. This one here is right up there with us. So the farther we go into the year, the better they get. Hopefully the one on Saturday is going to round it out like one well of a show. I know we've been working hard at putting it all together down there. Here he comes, Jeremy Harlow in the El Camino.
The thing about Smog is Saturday before he got to talk about stuff on the big head. I went there and he had that other head and everything on it before that Thursday. I took it back to the head and took on there, took out. And we still got it. And it dropped all the seeds after the valve, but I just got it.
Josh has that track boss sled set tight right now. He says, we got some big trucks in this class. We don't want to get them out there too far. He comes to a stop at 264 and 9. 264 and 9 for Jeremy Harlow and El Camino. McCormick, make sure you let me know what he's going to do with that hook right there. He comes out past you. The process. This is a twin turbo, big block Chevy, all new set. Just getting it out and pulling it right now, so kind of test on it. Twin turbo, big block. We'll see what it can do here at the Fairfield County Fair tonight out of Marengo, Ohio. How have you been this evening, ma'am? You have been wonderful. Are you keeping warm? Doing all right? Okay. All right. We had some excellent pizza from the Pizza Cottage. You like black raspberry lemonade? It is very tasty. I will tell you that much right now. Water. Come to the fair and get water. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah. That's what. That's not good then. You never trust what Allie gives you.
Yeah, I'm interested if you turn this thing in because he didn't have.
Do not raise your tone.
Delaware.
No, I'm not giving you the mic. You'll clumper with it. All right, here he comes. Scott Howard out of Maringo, Ohio. Oh, what a different sounding truck that was. That's that twin turbo big block Chevrolet. Kind of made a pop right there. They're running up, seeing what happens to it. He's going to wind up at 217 and 4, 217 and 4 for Scott Howard out of Marengo. Let's say that truck's all new. They're just getting it out, getting it moving right now. They've been working on building that thing. What a sweet looking ride that is, though, right there. All right. Good looking hook. 217 and 4. That just has a sound of its own right there. That is a sweet sounding ride right there. He'll get that thing all dialed in. I'm sure he'll be back and flying down that track. All right, Jamie, who do we got now? Oh my goodness, it's none other than Mike Peabody. We're going to be looking for you on the track right now. Coming to us from Nova, Ohio, 95 Dodge. Called it Struck by Lightning. Run out of route to right there. How we doing, team? You doing all right? You sure? All right, we doing all right? All right, we running good on time. All right, I thought maybe you come up here to fire me. Oh, okay.
I got it.
Great fair down here. I'll tell you what, you got a lot of food stands and campers are packed in here. Everything looks great in here. It's 175th Fairfield County Fair. That's hard to believe. Right down on the track, hooking up right now. We got a Struck by Lightning machine. Mike Peabody out of Nova, Ohio. Then we're going to round out the class with Andrew Letford. He'll be the last hook in the class. Then we're going to move right on to those hot farm tractors. Finally going to have some tractors pulled. All right, here he comes, greens in the air. He's building the boots in that truck. Struck by Lightning. Takes the lead in the class, but I'm sure he'd like to have a little bit more. 303 and 8. A good looking Struck by Lightning machine. We got one more hooking class, and we're ready to go to the hot farm. You hot farm drivers, get them down into the staging area. Stay with your tractors, please. Also, you semi drivers, start bringing them around the track. We've got a whole page of you fellows too. Actually, we're going to have royalty driving a semi, they tell me. Royalty driving a semi. Plus, at the end of the night, we got an exhibition hook. Off Roger's going to be exhibition hook at the end of the class. All kinds of things yet to come here at the Fairfield County Fair. Truck and tractor pool tonight. But right now we're looking for Andrew Letford. Comes to us from Baltimore, Ohio. You've seen him over here in turn 1. Warmed that thing up a little bit ago. Had all the black smoke rolling. Well, it's your time to shine right now.
But that's what I was.
Kucherenko's doing an excellent job out there tonight. He's had his work cut out for him tonight. Sometimes he's a little hard to get along with, though, but he's good stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe that's just me then. Okay. Nah, that's the best guy out there you'd ever want to work with right there. Hard to believe he just practiced a little bit a few times with Bert last year. Got bored over the winter, built his own. Hey, pool fans, look out here what we got coming on the track now. Calls it the Concrete Commons. Andrew Ledford out of Baltimore, Ohio. Pulling tonight for Andrew's Concrete. Jam Motorsports. Good looking machine right here. Andrew's Concrete all over that truck. Written all over, not actually concrete. Concrete Commons is what he calls it. We built a house in Baltimore, Ohio one time. That's been several years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Out in the middle of a cornfield.
It's going
I call Mom to make sure she closes the window because I'm going to tell her she closed the window.
Loves my girl. Being stuck buddy.
They're the ones like they're itching. I don't understand. I checked them all over. They have fleas. I said freak out. They don't have free fleas. I think it's I went back to the county like the sitting there and they sleep in the bed. So I think yeah.
Yeah, they sleep in the cabin.
It's funny. I'll raise the blanket or the covers and they'll go crawl under there and they'll go to my feet. One sleeps behind my butt.
All right, take a little extra time down there to get him hooked up.
That's a dangerous thing to say right there.
Gosh.
Guys are working in the dark down there. It makes it a little bit hard. I think Kucherenko shines beside him there so they can see to hook him up a little bit.
Diesel weighs
Gets dark down there, I'm sure. It's hard to work. A lot of them drivers, they have a little light on the back that shines down on the hook, but not everybody has that. All right, here he comes, Andrew Ledford in the Concrete Commons out of Baltimore, Ohio. McCormick says, I'm ready on the big end. Bring it on. Let's see what he can do. Let's blow that leader cone out of the water. It's sponsored this class by Wayne's Building.
That's all he does. Machine often imitated, never duplicated. 3:15 and 3 for Andrew Ledford. He'll be the winner of that class right there. All right, Jamie will have the rundown just momentarily. She got it down already. How about that? Fourth place is going to go to Scott Howard. Third place, Jeremy Harlow. Second place, Mike Peabody. And the winner of the class right there, Andrew Ledford, with a pool of 3:15 and 3. All right, we get the track boss says let back down there. We're going to go into the Hot Farms. You tractor pullers, 12.5 Hot Farm tractors. You're the next class. Bring them right on into the staging area. We've got 5 up in the class. Chase Boring, Joyce Van Hoard. They can't argue.
Brent Kaufman, you'll be the first three to hook in the class.
I mean, again, it is a Wednesday. I don't know if it's bad, but you know what I mean?
What time is it? 9:54. No wonder he's asleep. I didn't realize it was that late.
All right, I see a tractor. Hey, look at that, Dean. We finally got the sled out of the corner. Somebody's going to be brave. They've got it set in the middle of the track. We'll see how that works out for them. It was fun down there earlier.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that maybe.
I got 3 gas.
Crank it up.
We got on 74.
All right, sled operator climbs back in. Here we go. Chase Boring, you're going to be the first one to hook. Chase comes to us from Thorntonville, Ohio, 1974 John Deere. Bring it on down onto the track, sir. We're ready for you. The guy hooking down there says, I'm ready. I'm in the spotlight. I am ready to hook your tractor. Let's get him on in there.
They're at the front of the house.
We got a lot of semis to pull in tonight too, guys, so you tractor drivers.
Then there's the
Next sled comes down there and gets set. Be up there ready. Chase Boring out of Thorntonville calls the tractor Steve. How about that for a full tractor? I don't know. About like the guy that calls the truck pumpkin spice, huh? Of course, this is his time of year to shine. Right now, John Deere fans, we got one out in the track for you. 1974 John Deere 4430.
Landing at work?
Yeah.
He'll know when you got home. Inside and out.
All right, they got that John Deere hooked up down there. Green light comes on. Chains tight out of Thorntonville. Chase Van Horn, you'll be the next one to hook. Brant Kaufman, you're in the hole. But right now, here he comes. Chase Boring and chasing. Ryan brings that John Deere to a stop right there at 245 and 9, 245 and 9 for Chase Boring at John Deere 4430. Didn't seem like it was too bad coming out of the hole down there at all. I think Andy's been running over that all night long. He might have it worked in. He might be onto something right there. He's going to drop. He says, I didn't like that at all. I'm going to come back, have some more fun with it. Scratch that off the board right there, 245.9. He's going to drop to the bottom.
Right there, that's where that's the worst part of the track. Right there. That's the mud hole. Yeah. Yeah, the breeze, yeah. Like, I heard the radio say 40. Like 4 out. Yeah.
So I was looking at the one. Now I know you can't go off of that, but if so, anyway.
All right, look out here on the track right now. You Red fans, we've got us an international 66 driven by Chase Van Horn. Comes to the Jacer Racer.
I guarantee you guys.
Brant Kaufman, you're on deck. Robert Weisman, you're in the hole.
If this went any later in the
Jimmy Cleveland. Then we'll round out the class with Chase Boring.
The way you need the boat, you already got one. The way you need the boat, you already got one. You got a pot there.
I can start it all off again. After I've spent all this time growing back out.
Like I said, I'll cut Ron's hair. You can just be next in line.
You're fired for cutting wrong.
I'm cutting his hair.
All right, James comes to us from Bolton, Ohio.
You didn't even blend it in.
Got him right back down there in the corner again. He's just moved. We're not trying that center stuff.
I need to cut it.
Let's get right back in the corners. Tried and true right there out of Bolton, Ohio. 1976 International 1066.
Three.
Two or three.
Two or three.
Josh
He
watches
ain't had a haircut in like 6 months. I'm like, that boy's getting a freaking haircut.
Josh
Shaved it all
and
off.
all he says, all he texts me is, "You're never gonna let me watch your kid again." And I'm like, "What happened?" And then he doesn't ever say anything back. I go pick him up and he's bald. And I was
Literally.
Well, and the worst part, we were going to, it was on a Friday.
We're going to a race.
Yeah, we were going up to Norwalk to watch the Street Outlaws.
Right.
And it was in September.
It was like 30 degrees out there. Ron had no hair.
He had no hair.
And no hat.
Yes, he did. He had a hat.
His hair was so white, he looked bald. And it's funny because now I'll put his hair and be like, "You don't sit still, you're gonna be bald." He's like, "I want to be bald."
All right, James gets the last second information from Josh. Here he comes. Whoa, look out there. Gets a little twirling right off the line. Stays right into it. How about that piece of driving right there for the young fella? Here he comes. It's the racer. All right, comes to a stop right there. 2:25:07. 2:25:07.
Well,
For James Van Horn.
but he was like, I told him that because this is open mile an hour, because these guys are usually 12 miles.
Yes, sir. He was a little squirty coming off the line.
RPM limit, but here it's not nothing.
Josh looked up and said, "You had it all the time, didn't you?" He goes, "Yeah, I knew what I was doing. I meant to do that."
Some of these tractors make
Right?
yeah. But I was talking to Josh about it. He told me
Josh said,
he's still pulling it in at 12 mile an hour
Oh, my
gear.
goodness.
Because he's all happy. No RPM.
He goes, "It's all right, man. We're good. It's all good." All right. 2:25:07. Brent Kaufman, you're going to be the next one to hook. We got us another Redwood coming on. Right now, that leader code sits at 2:25:07. Brent Kaufman, another driver out of Rushville, Ohio, coming on the track right now.
How's the heart, Dad?
1968 International 856. Pulling tonight for
Good thing you didn't let him put it in the big gear.
Lincoln, Ohio. How about that? Pizza parlor. Sponsoring the tractor. How about that? Hey, McCormick, how you doing? You're right there in front of us. Putting on a show. Where's Sam at? You lost Sam. Oh, there he is. I see him. You were behind the boat. Right there. Sam needs him a Southeastern Ohio Pulling Series hoodie. Allison, we need to fix Sam up with a hoodie. If you can hear me, Sam needs a official hoodie. He's been working hard. That is no easy job out there. Hooking and unhooking. That is a tough job all night long. All right, greens in the air for the red tractor. Brent Kaufman out of Rushville, Ohio. Green Nose Pizza coming on board on this tractor. Keeps it under control, nice and easy coming out of the hole. Oh man, yeah. He is matriculating down the track. Uh-oh. Sitting in there, nice and easy, keeping it moving up. Right there. McCormick throws the red flag emphatically. He's going to end up at 189 and 2. 189 and 2 for Brent Kaufman. Robert Wiseman will be looking for you next. Jimmy Cleveland, you're on deck. Chase Boring, you're going to round out the class. You drivers in that semi-heavy class. Semi-drivers, heavy drivers. Make your way into the staging area there. We've just got about 3 hooks to go in the class. right, Robert Wiseman. We're going to be looking for you now. Where's Robert at? Robert Wiseman. Then we're going to go Jimmy Cleveland. Round out the class with Chase Boring. Robert Wiseman comes to us from Somerset, Ohio, 1976. International 1066 calls us the Resurrected Harvester. Let's bring it on.
Be careful. Thank you.
All right, coming on there now, Robert Wiseman. Jimmy Cleveland, bring your tractor down there, get it ready into the staging area. Also, Chase Boring. We're going to be looking for you to round out the class, and we've got a dozen semis to pull. Big exhibition at the end by Rob Rogers. We've got a royalty queen going to be driving in one.
Show that video to Mom. Might want to keep that in there.
Get to that gear, they had to put it on the bed. That is too small. So, I didn't think it was running.
Really?
Since 15 I thought it was 50.
Dad's a little nervous.
Was it fun? Yep. Keep on going faster down the track, right? Yeah, you did good.
So, did the water just I didn't even see it. It's got a bright light. It's not
I think he was more worried about driving.
You did good. You keep control of it. Because I don't pay attention to lights, I just go.
All right, looks like they finally got him hooked up down there. Robert Wiseman pulls the chain tight. Green lights come on the sled. McCormick standing here in the middle of the track with the green flag waving. Here he comes, looking to go further than 225. Robert Wiseman out of Somerset, Ohio. Resurrected Harvester. Pulling tonight for Wiseman Auctions and Real Estate Services. How about that right there? McCormick gave up on him. 3:19 and 7. 3:19 and 7. Robert Wiseman and that Resurrected Harvester. Let's give him a big old pull. About time we get one out over 300 again. 3:19 and 7 for Robert Wiseman. Takes over the lead right there. Let's give the leader cone to the Buckeye Honda once again. We're going to start over. Buckeye Honda has the leader cone in this class now sitting at 3:19 and 7. And I'll tell you what, did you see Sam? He picked up that leader cone and away he went. That guy right there was fast. He was having a little trouble keeping up. McCormick finally just gave up on him and said, "Joe, do your stop." Not Sam though, my God. He had a hold of that leader cone and he had a dead run. Ooh, boy. That was impressive, Sam. You was a track star in school, weren't you? Woo! 3:19.7. All right, right, that's a tough act to follow right there, but looky out here, we got another international coming on the track. International 1466. Jimmy Cleveland doing the driving tonight. Another one out of Somerset, Ohio. Calls it the Red Redemption. How many of you think he's going to go first in that 319 and 7? 319.7 is where that Buckeye Honda leader coach sits at right now. McCormick, you sure you're in a good location? You'll find out, huh? Yeah, they told me coin pounder. All right, green flag flies. Here we go. Jimmy Cleveland in the Red Redemption. See what that red tractor will do. Chase Boring, we're going to be for you next. Bring that John Deere back around. Here he comes, though. Jimmy Cleveland in the Red Redemption. Let's get another one out the gate. Oh, man, he's going to come up well short of that leader count. He's going to wind up at 288 and 6. 288 and 6 for Jimmy Cleveland in that international Red Redemption, he calls it, 1466. All right, we got all these internationals sitting out front. Chase Boring, we're going to bring you back around. You wanted to drop. You was only at 245 and changed the first time. Better go have a little bit of a talk with that John Deere because it's got a far ways to go. Chase Boring, we're ready for you now. Then we're going to go right into you semi-drivers. The first three to hook and that's going to be Wendell Johnston, Summer Barrett, and Mason Wilkinson. You semi-drivers, get them lined up. Keep them coming right along. Them tractors make some big holes out there for Andy to take care of. It's been tore up all night for them tractors. They've been big tires. They make even bigger holes, make his job just a little bit tougher. But there's no job too big for Andy. He's got it under control with the Kucherenko Track Services. The Kucherenko Flyer is what he calls the little red roller people who's behind. All right, track boss sled gets set back in the corner. Thorntonville, Ohio native Chase Boring with that John Deere 4430. Second attempt at it, see what he can do. He's got a tall task ahead of him. The Buckeye Honda leader cone sits at 319 and 7. You folks, don't forget, we still got the corn dogs over there. All kinds of food stands still lit up. The caboose behind us, they still got lights. They must still be serving food. Seen they had some hot chocolate that night. It'd be pretty tasty.
Buddy. How are you? I'm pretty good.
Horse pool sponsors. You still do the horse pool down here, man? I haven't seen a horse pool in a lot of years. All right. Here he comes, Chase Boring, Thorntonville, Ohio. Better these distance by about a foot. He's going to end up at 246 and 1. 246 and 1 for Chase Boring right there. Down on that class right there, the hot barn tractors. Fifth place is going to go to Frank Kaufman. Fourth place, Chase Van Horn. Third place, Chase Boring. Second place, Jimmy Cleveland. And the winner of the class, Robert Wiseman, with a pool of 319 and 7. All right, we put them papers to the side. We're going to move on to the final class of the night. You semi-drivers. First three to hook, Wendell Johnston. We're going to be looking for you first. Summer Barrett and Mason Wilkinson. We got a semi on the track right now, but we're still adding weight down there. They're going to put several of those blocks on there. Weight that sled down. It's going to take something to stop them tonight. Wendell Johnston, he's out there getting her back in right now. You semi-drivers, bring them right down in here close. That way when that track boss sled comes back, you're ready to pull on the track.
It's gone.
The crowd's still hanging in there. That's a big grandstand over there. How many people will that hold right there, you know? 2,500. It was pretty cool tonight. Good crowd over here on this side also in the bleachers. Even a lot of people standing their own defenses and whatnot. Always good to see a big crowd at the truck and tractor pulls. That's it up home. I tell you what, our truck and tractor pulls at the fair will be right there with our derby crowds. It used to always be, you know, your derby crowds is the biggest crowd, but truck and tractor pulls are coming right along.
Like there's a guy 3 years ago in Ada, Ohio, right over the line. He's going to be right now.
What's up now? We got Wendell Johnston comes to us from Rockbridge, Ohio, driving a 2000 Sterling 9400. Holy mackerel, did he shoot out of there? He has the head of steam going, but looky there, the track boss sled grabbed a hold of him. Just wait just a second. 241 and 7. 241 and 7. He's going to drop that. I had a feeling he would. I'll scratch 241.7 off. Man, did he grab a hold of that thing and fly out of the hole down there. But it didn't take him long once that box dropped
I'm doing one.
to realize he had something behind him.
I rule tonight.
All right, we're going to jump right on. We turn the page. Summer Barrett, you're going to be the next one to hook to that track box sled. You will set the bolt ag leader code for us tonight. Summer comes to us, hey, right here in Lancaster, Ohio. Once again, another local driver, 1988 Mack RW700. Coming on the track right now, Mason Wilkinson, you're on deck. Lance Alspaw, you're in the hole.
I'm out of gas.
I fucking know.
Yeah. Bob, we're happy now. I can damn near get to bed right now. They kick my ass.
All right, fans, don't forget to stop down there and get one of those tumblers from Allison. $20 bill will get you a nice tumbler. Got the emblem engraved in it. All right, running on right now, Summer Barrett. Hooked up out of Lancaster, Ohio, at RW700. Chain comes tight, green light comes on. McCormick, you ready? Here we are. Summer Barrett looking to set that Bolts Ag leader code here this evening in our semi-class. We've got quite a pace for you. Comes out of the hole just a little bit easier than the first one did. Nonetheless, working her way down the track. Let's see what that Mack will do. Watch as soon as that bar up. You gotta have that ground speeder. You're not going to move that sled once the pan drops. Going to end up at 205 and 5. 205 and 5. Yep, you gotta have it full bore whenever that pan drops, or it's gonna pull you dead in the water.
Yeah, you're talking.
That's for sure.
She's a bad hot rod mama. I ain't no bad hot rod mama.
We got Mason Wilkinson coming on next. Mason comes to us from East Ohio, 1986 Cranworth. E600 calls it White Lightning. Then we're going to move on to Lance Alspaw. You'll be on deck. Travis Cup, you're in the hole. Tell you what, your crowd's sticking around pretty good. Several went home. They got cold probably, but we got the hardcore fans still hanging out here watching these seminizers pool. Hi, how are you doing? You're taking the lemonade cup, or are you taking the standing? All right. Hey, wait a second. All right, see there? I just bought a tumbler. How about that? Can't beat that. I bought this one here at the Pulling for a Cure last week. Out there, catching nice looking sweatshirt, wearing it tonight. Here comes Mason Wilkinson on that Kenworth T600. Looking to make some noise out here past McCormick. Not tonight. He's going to come up short once again. They're all falling that 209 and 209 for Mason Wilkinson. 209 and 2. Lance Alspaw, you're going to be the next one to hook. Travis Cup, you're on deck. Drew Parkinson, you're in the hole.
Yeah, and then if you ever hit it, oh no, they do. When your headlights go out when you hit it, that's it. When they're back, they change it.
That new Peterbilt I got, they just turn on. Wipers come on, they come on.
All right, backing into the track bus sled right now, Lance Outlaw from Newark, Ohio, 1981 Max Superliner. Calls it old Max.
They call it dark down here.
When's your fair run through? What do you got the rest of the week, or how many days you got left? Huh? What else going on the rest of the time?
That's Hebron.
Oh, they got a combine derby? That went over real well in Kirby County, I hear. That is cool, bus.
Lakewood's a good school.
Demo derby's Friday and Saturday night. Okay.
They already have the new school ground works.
Well, I don't want the rain because
We're
we're
going
trucks and tractors on Saturdays. We don't need no more rain up home. I know that for sure. But right now, here comes Lance Outlaw out of Newark, Ohio. Oh, back. Oh man, it's right, but I bet that's not what he just said. He had a good one coming out of the gate, but he's going to fall short. 208.01, 208.01 for Lance Outlaw. Yep, he refired. You heard it. He went, oh shoot. Not what I wanted to do. These guys are not having any luck getting past that 250-foot mark. That track box sled is set heavy tonight, that's for sure. Travis Cup, you'll be the next one to have a shot at it. We turn the page. Travis comes to us from, hey, looky out here, another Lancaster, Ohio native. Nice and easy coming on the track. Travis Cup from Lancaster, 1991 Max Superliner. Drew Parkinson, you'll be on deck. Nick Houseball, you're in the hole. Then we're going to go Chris Blouser, Doug Holt, and Aiden Blouser. Semi-drivers are doing a good job keeping them coming in there. That's what we like to see when that track box sled comes around. You pull right onto the track.
I think she's taller than you, too.
Local fella right here out of Lancaster, Travis Cup. That 1991 Max Superliner, he's got ahead of Steven coming. He might go past that 250 mark. He's going to wind up right there at it. Comes up short of that 250 mark. He's going to end up at 246 even. 246 even for Travis Cup from right here in Lancaster.
They probably put a crane down the corner.
Yep, Sam sets the leader code right there at 246 feet. Still looking for one to put him over that 250-foot mark. Holy cow, what he got beat. Is that an elephant ear? Jeez, but he's crisping that thing is huge. He's got to have help beating that, I'd say. Yeah, it does. It's huge. It's a monster of a thing. Huh? He don't want to turn around and look up here, does he? Too embarrassed. That's a nice looking elephant here. We got on our cinnamon sugar. Oh man, that's the best right there. That's the last one. Oh man, if you want another one, you got to come back tomorrow. Well, Corbin just took the headset off. So guys, I'm taking the headset off. I can hear finally. There went the ears. All right, coming on the track now. Who do we got? None other than Drew Parkinson. Comes to us from Greenville, Ohio. 2001 Western Star. Calls it rambunctious.
Happy about the gate. Tavy leaving. That's a good looking rig. I don't know if I wanted the men's or the women's. I don't know. It's all. I am more big. People love when I show up with other cars. Their trucks.
I wish they had a way that if someone finds us and you need it from you, they can't rush it.
All right, hang on a second there. Not sure what's going on. Mr. Carr's walking down toward the starting line. Says, what are we waiting on,
That
fellas?
couldn't have been her that went earlier. Yeah. We're able to go because we got two guys coming up.
All right, we got green flag on the
Nick
split.
Oswald right there.
Shut that back on. Oh, he's got the box clear up. I see it now going back. That's kind of, they had a disadvantage there, huh? Yeah, if you can lift that off the ground off the get-go, you'd be raring to go. What are we doing, Dave? You took your headset off, now you have no idea what's going on in the world. All right, we got a couple guys looking to get their heads stuck down in there trying to see what's going on with that slit. If we find out, we'll let you know what's going on.
You got time.
You put that back on, then you can hear what's going on, man. Of course, I don't know if anybody down there has one on or not either.
About to start selling shirts here real soon. Shirts. Start my own brand. Big Eats Enterprise. I know, but I just bought a cricket the other day. Ordered vinyl and everything last night. Fuck your mom. Hashtag BEE. I shouldn't yell farmer. She don't want to talk.
All right, while they work on that down there, I want to thank once again Buckeye Honda and Buckeye Toyota for coming on board tonight. Also, Fultz Ag, Line X, Walnut Creek Seeds, and Wayne's Building. Also want to thank Andy Kucharenko of Kucharenko Track Services for grooving that track all night long. He's had his work cut out for him, but he has done an excellent job for us tonight. We thank him very much.
a new man.
He ain't new.
Well.
Recycling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Recycle. Love it.
Use and recycle, buddy.
Love it. She must be back in love. It's true. Huh? What fag? She's married to. They might as fucking well be. Shut up. Don't even talk that more. He's been married for longer than I have.
Right back to pulling action we go. Going to Drew Parkinson out of Grantville and that Western Star 4900. Leader coach still sits at 246 even. Right now Travis got by the Lancaster you own that, but here we go.
It fell off, guys. Come on now.
That didn't go as planned.
He's like, let me restart. Let me start over.
That's all it was.
It's like,
Look at that service rig.
They just giving one more shot at it. Here he comes. Drew Parkinson. Oh. Not going to happen for him tonight.
Dead battery.
Look at that service rig. That's hard. I know, but I love that body on it. Especially roll up doors, fucking weatherproof. Mine's got fucking slam doors in anywhere the fuck.
Looks like they're down there having a conversation with him. What are we going to do? We're going to give him one more shot at it, or something arrive with the truck?
I was like, start taking pictures.
Dave, tell him
You
to
guys
go
need
for
a
it.
ring at the
Give him
road.
one more shot. Got him all hooked up, we might as well let him go. You got green on, that's all you can do,
Well, sure
right?
know what I go by, because I'm damn near run out of air. I thought I was blowing the horn and tape.
All right, Jeremy steps back
Was
into
it?
position.
No.
Mr. Carr, he's been slacking down there. He's been kind of hiding from me. Haven't said much about it. Here we go. One more shot at it for Drew Parkinson. There we go. He's got the track marksman moving now. Out there, we got one off the big end. 289 and 7. 289 and 7. Move that full tag leader cone ahead. 289 and 7. For Drew Parkinson from Grantville, Ohio. He got him out past the 250-foot cone that time. 289.7. This is our new leader. He's got her set heavy tonight. He knows what's coming, I have a feeling. All right, when he gets back down there, we're going to be looking for Nick Ausbaugh. You're going to be the next one to hook. Chris Plowser, you're on deck. Doug Holt, you're in the hole.
All right, sir. No, that's my eye. I'm back 3. There's any more trucks than what's left. I go get a fucking PJ out of the truck. I'm just gonna roll back here.
All right, we're about running out of trucks. We're going through them pretty quick. Next one to hook up is going to be Nick Ausbaugh from right here in Lancaster once again. Driving a 1987 Mack Superliner. That seems to be the truck of choice. Hey, looky out here. We got a change in the guard. Sam is in charge of the flags on the big end. Oh, my goodness. What are you shoving in your face, Pounder? What have you got? Oh, boy. Don't worry. Nobody's going to watch you eat it. The whole world's watching you right now. You got Sam out there on an island. Big time, Sam, right here. You're at the big show now. Right now, hooking up Nick Alspaugh. Green lights come on the flag. Let's get ready to rock tonight out of Lancaster, Ohio, the Max Superliner. Oh, man, you get all built up, but then they do that.
Blow it up.
Point back, give him another shot at it. Seems like that sled is set heavy tonight for these semis.
Oh, you're good.
Got him pulled back into position. Here he comes, second attempt, Nick Alspaugh. Lancaster native, let's see what that back will do. Oh, he's trying to get it out of that hole. There he goes.
What a big year, baby.
It's going to be hard to get it up to his feet, but there he goes. Jumps right into it. Here he comes. Look for that 250 mark. Going to jump right in there. 247 and 9. 247 and 9 for Nick Alspaugh. Looks like that's going to drop him into second place as they run right now. Peter sits at 289. Then we got Nick right there at 247 and 9. Travis Cup in the third spot at 246. We turn the page to Chris Blauser. You're going to be the next one to hook to the track boss sled. Here he comes, pulling on the track. Chris Blauser comes to us from Millersport, Ohio. 97, International 9400.
Better place now.
Tell you what, we've had them all back in that corner tonight. We had one tractor trying to come to the center of the track. That was the only one that's tried it all night long. Other than that, we've backed them into the corner every single hook.
I said, I want no deal.
Doug Holt, you'll be on deck. Nathan Blauser, you're in the hole. Then we're going to go to Charlotte High.
Your house.
Nobody, I bought a big round out everything. Wendell Johnson, you'll be rounding out the class before we go to our exhibition hooked by Rob Rogers. So we still got a lot of forward action coming your way. They're right now hooked up to the sled. Chris Blauser out of Millersport, Ohio. International 9400.
See, 1, 2, 3. That's only. Oh, we got her around. Yeah.
I'm short right there at 221 and 2. 221 and 2 for Chris Blauser. How about that turnaround right there on the track? I'm just going to go back the way I came.
That'll be a container yard in the morning.
Still pouring in semis so quick. McCormick can't hardly have time to eat his sandwich. 1 or 2 bites is all we get, then we go to another hook. That's how quick we're still going tonight. We've run a pretty good show tonight. We'll have to figure the time up on it later. I'm sure Al's going to let us all know on the way home. Doug Holt coming on the track right now, backing into the sled, comes to us from Hillsboro, Ohio. 99 Kenworth. That leader coach still sits out here at 289 and 7. That's looking like a pretty strong hook at this point. Kucherenko gets off the track. Doug Holt hooked up. Ready for that chain to come tight.
Tired. Got a son fucking off.
Green lights come on. Here he goes. Doug Holt out of Hillsboro. Let's bring some action out here on the big end. Let's run Sam. Let's see if he can backpedal with those flags. Here we go on the Ginsburg. About that right there. New leader at 292 and 3. 292 and 3 for Doug Holt out of Hillsboro. One thing about it, McCormick didn't stand there and start running with that leader code. He just had to go a couple feet to bump it ahead. Man, you're doing an excellent job out there. That's how we learn. It's a whole different ball game out there, flagging on the big hit. That third time. A lot of things going on. We turn the page. Who do we got now? Should be Aiden Blauser, another Millersport, Ohio native. Aiden Blauser, come on down. Here's the next one to hook to that track boss sled. Then we're going to go Charlotte Hines, Wendell Johnston, and then an exhibition hook by Mr. Rob Rogers. We're down to less than a handful of hooks left here tonight at the 175th Fairfield County Fair. Makes the final pass down through. It looks like they've got 8 hooked up down there, just ready to tighten the chain.
Hold tight for now, see what we can make happen.
Green flags wave. Aiden Blauser out of Millersport. 78 Kenworth W900. Leader gets into 292 and 3. Thought tonight, got a rider with him, 219 and 5, 219 and 5 for Aiden Blauser. There we go, hook was jammed in there sideways. McCormick wiggles it out of there.
I don't know about you, my back's not froze. I'm thinking, maybe it's that girl. She pulled it circle bell and out pulled all the dudes.
You pool fans coming on the track right now. Charlotte Hines from right here in Lancaster, Ohio. Fairfield County Fair Princess coming on right now. Royalty pulling this semi right here. Here she comes. Charlotte Hines looking for that leader code tonight, which sits out here at 292 and 3.
I know what I'm saying.
Wendell Johnston, you'll be the next one to hook. Then we're going to go to an exhibition hook from Rob Rogers. So wind out the knee here at the Fairfield County Fair. that semi back in there. Chain comes tight. Green's on the track. Let's go. Charlotte Hines out of Lancaster. Fairfield County Fair royalty coming at you right here. Let's see what she can do. Have a shot at that 292 and change is where the leader kind of sits at. We got 2 more semis in the class. Here comes Charlotte Hines. Hope fans, 254 and 9, 254 and 9 for Charlotte Hines. I think she still has the crown on in there too. Yep, still has the royalty crown on there. Give it a big wave. There you go. Blow that horn. Good looking hook right there. Charlotte Hines got 254 and 9 right there.
Huh? You want to ride there?
Are you leaving right now?
Yeah. So I send this Snapchat out.
All right, coming back on the track right now. It was the first hook of the class. Chose the drop. Dropped that hook to 241 and 7. Right now, he'd be up there shaking up the leaderboard a little bit, but he come back for a second shot at it. He come out of the hole real hard last time. Let's see if he's found out another way to do it. Wendell Johnston from Rockbridge, Ohio, that 2000 Sterling 9400. Rob Rogers will be ready for you next hook. Let me get out of the road, clear the track for you. Here comes Wendell Johnston. Last hook in the super semi class here at the Fairfield County Fair. He's got the sled moving. Takes his time coming out of the hole this time. Now jumps right into it at that 100-foot mark, and away he goes. Sam's on the back pedal, but he's coming to a stop quick. He's going to end up at 243 and 6. 243 and 6 for Wendell Johnston. All right, let me give a minute here to work on the rundown of that class, and I'll get back with you in a moment. Top 5 in that semi-class. Looks like it's going to be 5th place is going to go to Travis Gupp. 4th place, Nick Ausbaugh. 3rd place, Charlotte Hines. 2nd place, Drew Parkinson. And the winner of the class, Doug Hope, with a pull up to 92 and 3. All right, we're down to 1 hook left here tonight at the 175th Fairfield County Fair. It's been a pleasure of mine to be here tonight. My first trip down here. Hope it's the first event. I sure enjoyed it. Hope y'all did too. But right now, coming into the track boss sled, we have none other than Rob Rogers. Comes to us from Philo, Ohio, driving that 1986 Max Armado. Calls it Unleashed. Good running semi right here. He's here to put a show on for y'all. Last hook of the night. Those of you that are still here, you know you're going to get up in a little bit anyway. Stand up, bring him down the track. Let him know you appreciate him coming, putting the show on for you. Rob Rogers out of Philo, Ohio. Sam's down here in the darkness for me, so you better back up a little bit, son. Don't want to backpedal too fast. Here he comes. Build the boost in that truck. Rob Rogers and it Unleashed. Oh man, he had a head of steam going on. He's going to end up at 219 feet for the Unleashed Mac, driven by Rod Rogers here tonight. All right, you drivers still need to come pick up your money. We need Jacob Parker, Seth Call, Andrew Ledford, Chase Boring, Jimmy Cleveland, and Robert Wiseman. Your checks are ready at the registration table. Oops. Cash, check, whatever it takes, right? Hey, thanks for helping out tonight. All right, folks, that winds our show down for tonight. Thank you all for coming out and have a safe trip home. And don't forget, come see me in Woodsville this weekend for the Fall Brawl. See y'all. Have a great night.
Video everything tonight?
I think I missed one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you have a card or anything, or Facebook, or? Huh? Sweet. I'm Kyle with Southeastern Ohio Pulling Series.
Oh, okay.
So me and Allison, we own it. So.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the first or second one I've been to.
Okay.
I live up in Sunbury, which is about an hour.
Okay, you're north. Yep. I know Sunbury very well. I drive semi, so I'm all over the state of Ohio. So I know. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm from here." I'm like, "Oh, I've been through there." So.
Yeah,
cool.
This is somewhat of a newer venture for me.
Yeah.
I've been in media, not professionally, but as a hobby for a long time.
Yeah.
I've decided to take it a little more seriously.
Cool.
So yeah, all this is going to be online in a couple days. I was also live streaming, but the first half, there were so many people here that
The place was packed.
nothing.
Yeah.
So about half of it is online already.
I gotcha. Alrighty. Well, we appreciate it. I'm gonna give this to my wife, and that way we can.
Right now, I'm just on YouTube and TikTok.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys are looking for someone to come out and film something.
Yeah. That's what normally we have, like some media that'll come out, and like it just depends on, you know, we try to, like, if you're coming or whatever, we try to get you in free and stuff like that, because I know like media people will make money off of the platforms they're on. You know what I mean? Like we are a non-profit organization. We don't pay anybody.
I don't make money on this yet.
No, you get what I'm saying, though. But so I appreciate it, and I'll give this to her, and then that way we can share some of your stuff. So
yeah, that sounds good. What was your name again?
My name's Kyle Garner. So I work with I own Southeastern Ohio Pulling Series. So and I actually have my own truck too.
I mean, I'm impressed. Like I said, I've been to a few of them lately. And,
yeah.
This is probably one of the better as far as variety goes.
Yeah. Like I said, we go by SEOPS, Southeastern Ohio Pulling Series, but short SEOPS. We normally average 70 to 80 hooks a night. I don't know what venues you've been to.
Delaware, Morrow.
Okay, so those are all COTBCs. Yeah. So that's Bridget Dennis.
I went to Loudonville last weekend.
Okay, that was on Wednesday night. I pulled up there before. That's kind of just, they do their own little brush pull type deal. So
yeah, most of what I've been doing is up north.
Yeah.
This is far south that I've run so far.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're again, our name's Southeastern. Yeah. We pretty much run this. Well, to Columbus, we run this 70 corridor and then stay south of here. We have our territories. Try not to, Central Ohio pretty much runs Central Ohio. So like your Mount Gilead, which would be Morrow, your Delaware. So you know what I mean? That's all Bridget and Dennis. So try to. They do like OSTPA events, like the bigger OSTPA events.
Cam and
NTPA.
JP.
Yeah. Yep. Good people, good kids.
Another one that's like making towing memories.
Yes.
I think he's local too.
Yes, he is. He just does it for fun. He'll sit right here and just video off his phone and just post them wherever, and he just loves it. So.
Yeah, man, I love this too.
Yeah.
Just being out here. I grew up a car guy, so like just being around horsepower, it just diesel exhaust, turbos.
Yeah. So I was a car guy. I had a almost 800 horsepower Eagle Talon, and I got my CDL. So I was like, okay, this needs to go. And I got into truck pulling, and I've never left.
I had an 89 Talon.
Really?
Yeah, it was an auto though.
Mine was not. I got a
1463
yeah.
T.
Mine has. I just had a video pulled up on it the other day.
It's maroon.
Mine was black, but it was just, I got a video of it idling in the garage. I'm in high school, so it's been a while. Had the car for a while and ended up making 800 horse. I was like,